I'm like frustrated, that's why. Alright you guys, so today, as you guys can tell, I look pretty flustered, and it's because I'm really mad. There's just like a bunch of stuff that's been going on in my life right now, and I just feel very, I don't even know what the word is at this point. I don't want to cry in front of the camera either because that's like something I don't want to do, but I think it's just like stress, and I do want to talk to you guys about stress because I feel like stress is something that we all deal with. It's something that's just like on a very personal level. There's just a lot of things that have been going on, and it's just awful, and I'm trying like not to cry either, but oh my god, I really am crying. Why? Get yourself together. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. I feel like I have all this energy that's just built up, and I really need to just let it go. And why are my eyes burning? This is gonna be called a rant of the week. Basically, I'm gonna be telling you guys all the things that have been bothering me. First of all, first thing that I want to bring up that has been bothering me is the fact that there are so many mean people out there. We were doing an experiment recently, and there was just this guy who was being very rude. He was talking bad about this like one girl, saying that he wanted to call the FBI because he feared for his safety and a bunch of awful things. And for me, hearing all this kind of stuff, it just brought me back to the times that I was being told things when in high school, and I was always being bullied. I was just different, and because I was different, people would say things and make fun, and it was just something that I dealt with for such a long time. It was awful. I could say that it kind of did bring me down a lot, and it kind of changed me with how I carried myself. And for a long time I had this like complex of just who I was and how I viewed myself, and I always did want to change how I was because I felt like if I changed I would do better, I would be accepted better with people. And because of that, I realized that it was something that had to be something that I had to go through so I could become a better person. And I feel like I am a better person now because of that. But just hearing like the awful things that go on in the world, you hear people committing suicide. There's like videos on like Facebook Live of people who are just like, okay, this is it, I'm done. I mean, we have shows that glamorize it. Like this whole situation that happened with this guy being mean to this girl, making vulgar comments and just saying awful things about some guy's sexuality. It was awful, and it really just brought back memories of the things that I had to go through. And like I said, it's just something that was really awful. And like I said, I don't want to cry in front of a camera because this is something that I didn't think I would ever have to talk about, but I feel like people are going through these things every day, or it's just a topic that is something that shouldn't be forgotten or not brought up. I feel like we kind of just try to keep quiet about it because if we keep quiet about it, then it's not happening, but it does happen. And I mean, I'm grateful that now that I'm older, I'm like in college and stuff, the bullying has stopped. It ended in high school. But I think another thing that's been bothering me is that I'll go to school, and because I go to this school that's really close to the city that I live, there's a lot of people who I went to high school with that go here, and these people were bullies to me back in high school. If you guys are watching this, I really don't care because I feel like I need to just say this, but this is just a pet peeve of mine. It really bothers me to be walking down like the hallways and the corridors of the building and stuff, and to have these people come up to you and be like, oh hi, you know, like how have you been? I haven't seen you in forever. And she's just spread a lot of like rumors about me, and today she saw me and she's like, oh my god, it's been so long. And it's like, yeah, it has been long, but I'm not your friend. You used to make fun of me all the time, and now you're gonna act like we're good friends. Like, I don't know. And I didn't want to cry in front of camera because you know how embarrassing that is. But I think that has been something that's been bothering me on the camera because it's just something I felt like shouldn't be talked about. But I don't know. How are you gonna act like we're friends when in high school we weren't friends? You used to bully me, I used to cry in the hallways. And it's something that just bothers me so much to see. I mean, I won't be a jerk to them because I don't feel like I should stoop to that level and be mean to them because they were mean to me. When that does happen, it does hurt me inside, because it's like, how is it that you can be this total jerk back in high school and then, you know, see me at school now, because years have changed and I've changed as a person. I look different now. All of a sudden we're all best friends now, and it's something that really bothers me. So that's something that I did want to talk about. I wanted to talk about bullying. It happens a lot. I have a friend that was just telling me the other day that there was some girls that were being mean to her, and they were making comments about her weight. I don't understand how, as a human being, you can go ahead and make another comment about another human being when the world is so awful and you have all these things that are going on and people are just turning on each other. And so for me, it makes me feel sick to my stomach, because it brings back flashbacks. Like, it wasn't only in high school that I was being messed with. This was also in middle school. It happened in elementary school. When I was in elementary, I think I was like in like kinder or in first grade, I was being picked on by a boy. It wasn't even a girl, it was by a boy. And this boy used to like kick me in the stomach all the time. These little girls one time cut my hair. I had gum put in my hair. This is just like a bunch of awful stuff. I remember my mom used to take me all the time to the principal's office to go and talk these things out, and it used to really hurt me because there was never seemed to be any repercussions at all. The excuses were always kids will be kids, and it kind of does weigh down somebody's soul because you have to go through that. And then in high school, because I was just that little Christian girl with like the long skirts and stuff, I used to be called a pilgrim all the time. I remember one time it was like a really cold day and I couldn't wear pants, so I would wear like stockings and stuff. And I remember I had some like white ones on, and there was this one girl who hated me so much, and what she did was, it was raining, there was puddles, and in this puddles it was like muddy, so she made sure to like stomp on this puddle, and like I had it like all over the back of my legs. And there was like this joke around that I had really bad diarrhea or whatever, and it was just like running down my legs. And now that I think about it, yeah, it's pretty clever, it was funny, but at the time it was just something that was like really awful, and I would cry a lot. I think I cried so much in high school that I had enough tears to just send over to Ecuador and just give them a bunch of rain in the summer, because that was just how much of just an emotional turmoil that I had on me. But I do want to say that now I've passed that. I'm better now. I mean, obviously I can talk about it now and be okay. I mean, I was crying a few seconds ago, but I'm fine now. But that is, like I said, something that I did want to talk about. Bullying is just something that is just awful. I don't know. I felt like I should just talk about it because of what happened this week with the guy and this girl. I don't even know what her name is. If you guys have at all experienced bullying, then you probably do know how much of an emotional pain it takes on a person. It makes you feel ugly inside. You feel like you're insignificant or that nobody cares. But I want to let you know that there are people who do care. I care. So if you are at all going through this, let this be a way of me reaching out to you to tell you that things are going to get better. Things do get better. There is always a rainbow at the end of a storm. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I'm sorry for crying on here. Like I said, I have no idea what it is that's going on. Maybe I should be checking my calendar or something like that. But I do want to bring that up. So if you at all are experiencing bullying or you are a bully yourself, then do know that it is something to stop. I don't know what it is that causes people to be like that. Maybe it's your own insecurities or how you feel about yourself or just the own things that you're going through in your own life. But I think as people, we should go ahead and just put all those feelings aside and just be nice to each other, because our world is not a great place as we think it is. We can pretend that it is. So just keep that in mind, you guys, when just in your daily lives and how you interact and carry yourselves with other people. This is something that I do want to just bring up. For the people I went to high school with, the people who have bullied me, I forgive you. I'm not mad anymore, or I'm not holding that against you. I'm not bitter. I've let it go. I'm fine. I've moved on. It's made me a stronger person. Sure, you guys might be watching this and say, well, you cried. It clearly hurt you. Crying is a human emotion. I am a human, not a robot. So a little alert right there. And I've moved on, and I read this quote somewhere that says a strong person is somebody who is able to cry and a weak person is somebody who can't cry. So I'm a pretty strong person now. I'm just letting you guys know that. But this is going to be the end of my rant slash cry session or venting session that I had here. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Remember, be nice, be kind, try to be a good person, make the world a better place. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you guys can get some further notifications of when my next video will be dropping. I really hope that I don't have to have another conversation like this with you guys again, because it's just a very weird, vulnerable state to be in front of a camera like this. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of your guys' week, and I will see you guys in the next.